Hey, I'm here with Mike Stout, and he's with Thunder Press Magazine. We're, a lot of vendors are coming here, and a lot of the magazine personnel are here to cover this event. What is it your first impression? Because I understand it's the first time here. What's your first impression?
It's the first time, and I've been to a lot of big rallies, things like that. But this is very impressive, just because, like, when I was coming up 151, the way that you guys have it marked out there, the lines are professional when you park the people. It's very, very well set up. And I know you've been doing it for a long time, but that impressed me right off the bat. Is you guys have this thing covered. This is a nice 2-day event, and I appreciate all the work that's gone into putting it together. And the fact that you're 2 days this year because you're celebrating the 30th, that makes it nice too. Always wanted to come up here and just never did get the time to do it. So this year I said, we got to go. In fact, the magazine called me and said, you got to go to this. And I said, well, you covered the room and I'll go. So that's how we worked it out.
Well, that's really nice. And I noticed that when I was coming up, and that you were talking to John and Jill, and that I heard that you've been a customer since a very long time. What year did you start buying?
1991. I've got an old shovel head, an 81 shovel head. And so if you've got an old shovel head, if you go to any of the Harley dealers anymore, they don't have parts for you. They're quitting caring. I say, I got a shovel head, we don't stock anything. It's the same story. So I started going with J&P, and they're excellent prices. I was just telling John that the employees know their stuff. When I call them up and I say I need a oil pressure sending unit for my bike, it went out, and the guy starts saying, okay, we've got that in stock. It's partnered with such and such. Did you want the off-brand, or do you want an OEM part? He knew what he was talking about, and that's just one of many instances that they've helped me. I've had that bike apart from the frame all the way down, and I've done all kinds of stuff on it, and I appreciate J&P's ability to take care of things like that.
And the other thing I heard you say, and I like this, is that they offer you a choice of products.
Exactly.
So you want the less expensive brand, you want that high end. What are you looking for? And the cool thing is it's in stock, right?
Yeah, it's always in stock. And I was telling John too, I always get it when they say they're going to send it out. They always send it out. And if they don't know an answer, they call me back. They say, okay, we don't know that. We'll check into that. We'll get back with you. So excellent job on the way he does his employees.
Well, that's a good point. And the other thing is in changing with the times, J&P's keeping up. I understand you've used the new website, right?
Oh, yeah.
What do you think?
Oh, yeah. And then I'm on the web all the time, especially with the magazine. I do stuff like that. But yeah, the website is beautiful. The changes you guys have made is excellent. So I can't say enough about the website. And let's face it, that's where everything's going.
That search engine is easier to use now, right?
Totally, yeah. And I didn't have a problem with the other one, but this one is even better.
Yeah, it's all about customer service and consumers, and changing with the times, and the event's expanding. The people are great here. It's just such a fun place. I mean, you're from Illinois, so you're used to Indiana. I'm sorry, Indiana. You're used to people that are comfortable and fun and happy to be around. This is a new thing for me. I've been coming out here for a couple of years, but the people are so nice.
Exactly.
And this is a family event.
It's
a family-run company.
It is.
So
it is. That's what I was just talking to him about his son. He said hopefully he's going to take over everything. So. I told John, I said, I met him back in '91 in Sturgis, and what caught my eye is he was loading a 5-gallon thing of water onto a cooler for the free water, and he was setting it up there, and I did a double take. I said, wait a minute, that's John, and that struck me, because here's the owner of this company out. Well, he could have told any one of his employees, go change that water. He was over there doing it himself. And I told him, and that impressed me, because most people don't do that. I've got bosses where I work, and they tell me, you go do this, you do that, They don't do it themselves.
No, I agree.
And John's he's a regular type of guy, and that's what impressed me about him.
And Zach is the same way. And we were talking to Zach earlier, and he says, hey, I really have to go because I have to go get ice for the. And that's the way they are. You watch John when he walks from the parking lot to the shop, he's picking stuff up off the parking lot. And he wouldn't ask anybody to do something he wouldn't do himself. And that's the same way Zach is, and the same way Jill is, and every single person here at this company. I always say that every employee that I know of walks with purpose at J&P Cycle, and they care about the consumer. So this is great that you've come out. I appreciate the time. I hope that you folks will come and visit this company someday here, and visit the website and look at the catalog. But it's just another great example of J&P Television, J&P TV, J&P Cycles. It's just a wonderful, big organization, and it's all here for you through the net, through the catalog, or in Anamosa, Iowa. I'm John Barron. We're going to take off right now. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.